This episode is proudly brought to you by our sponsors who make this content possible. Thank you for your support.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Connect Now.
Yes.
I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to say we have Monica Farias in the studio, and then, of course, myself, JR. But we're always, if you notice, changing things up. We got now these mic extensions.
He's so crazy. I swear. If it's not one thing, it's another. He just has to always finding ways to spend money.
No, I actually had these, so I didn't spend money. So I actually had these. And I like these a lot better because we're able to move and stuff. We still have to use the arms, the other arms as well.
Yeah, and wait till you guys see what he ordered. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I'm not making up stories. He's always constantly changing the set and trying to get creative and trying to get comfortable. And you know what? Just sit down and talk.
Well, we got to better ourselves. That's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
As time goes by, we got to continue to better the show, you know, because that's what it's all about, right? That's what we're going to talk about a little bit as well before we get into that. But we want to talk about something that we just took place, and a lot of you guys probably missed out. But we had right here. They made even posters for us at Temple Bar, but we have the Business Mixer and Comedy Show poster. Now, I'm signing autographs, guys.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's wearing the same shirt that he's wearing today.
Yes, I don't know how that happened. Monica told me. She said, wear it. But if you guys didn't come to this event, you missed out. It was an amazing event.
Oh, my gosh. I know. We probably had, I would say, probably about 65 to 70 people there.
I would say about 70. It was 70 people. And I know there was about maybe another 20 or so that said they were going to come and they didn't. So I'm very disappointed in a lot of you guys. But it's okay. It's another day. You just...
He just wanted everybody there because it was his birthday. That's all.
No, I wanted people there that have a business. And honestly, a lot of these people were business owners and business people too.
I think all of them were.
Yeah, because the reason why we're doing this is for the networking event. And the ones that do go, they're like, I love it. I have a great time. And I love the fact because that like Just Pools, they had a great time last time at yours. They even brought another couple that owned a business as well, and it's a I think like a dog service where they go and they wash your dog and stuff. So it's amazing.
Oh, it's like a grooming.
Yes,
business.
mobile grooming place. Thing. Yeah. So it's just amazing of all the people that came, and then really thank you to our sponsor, No Chance Foundation. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And if you guys want to get more involved or know more about the No Chance Foundation, it's nochancefoundation.com or go to the social media No Chance Foundation, and you guys can check out all the stuff they're doing, and they do a lot of stuff.
Yes, all the contributions that they do to the on-house population is pretty amazing. They have some great sponsors. They have, but it's never enough when you're helping the on-house population. It's never enough, and to have an organization who is helping, who actually they cook the food for them. They make it, they have a location where they actually make the food. They make them a hot breakfast, a hot lunch. And so they're pretty amazing individuals that love to give back. So yes, definitely look them up because they do a lot of great things within their communities.
Yes, it was amazing. I love the fact that we had a great show. It was awesome, guys. Thank you, guys.
The comedians were really funny.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of stuff that I didn't get, but then it took me a little bit, then I got it, and then I started laughing by myself. Like this one comedian, watch, let me borrow this. This one comedian, he started off by saying something about Monopoly, and I didn't get it, but then after I got it because of his mustache. Right?
People think he's the Monopoly man.
Yeah.
Or Tapatio or something he said. Oh my God.
Something. And but the girl was funny, Monique, she was funny, and the other guy was a great host too. At the end, he kind of closed it out for us, and but he's really great. I was just gonna tell you, big compliment to him because he's just funny. He's very uplifting, and he just gets it.
Yeah, I really like him as well. He hosts a lot of stuff. Look at these comedians up, guys. They host a lot with Concrete, Jay Valentino, Jerry Garcia. They're always they're traveling with them. So Narciso, he does a lot of stuff. So it's a great night. We're gonna have more opportunities like that as well.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz and Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Muñoz & Muñoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying the show with Let's Connect Now. My name is Danielle Wood. I'm with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal. You guys want to contact us regarding any banking needs or even auto loans and personal loans, feel free to contact me at any time. You can reach me at 909-396-9688 or 909-504-7371. I'm looking forward to talking and speaking with you all soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Whether you're seeking new clients, partners, or opportunities, Megamix Connect is your gateway to instant connections that could transform your business. Whether you're an attendee eager to discover fresh ideas, a business owner ready to showcase your brand, or a sponsor looking to make an impact, the Megamix Expo is where you need to be. Join us as an attendee, exhibitor, or sponsor and take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
And that's the important. That's what we wanted to talk about a little bit, is about, getting involved. We on a continuous basis, people come in here and the #1 thing they tell us is they want to get their business out there.
Yeah. They let us know that, okay, so how can you introduce me to some people? Can you do this? Can you do that? And, then we create these events for you to come and network. But if you're a no-show, we can only do so much. We provide you with the platform. Did I say that right?
Yeah. We provide you with the platform.
With a platform for you to come out and network. And if you're a no-show, then it makes it really hard because...
But it doesn't make it just hard. Then you're not reaping the benefits of your membership. That later on, we've had people say, well, I feel like... And we're talking not just about our association. We're speaking about even if you're a part of a chamber. If you want the best results, you got to get involved.
Yeah, because, something that happens a lot is people sign up, not just with us, but they sign up with chambers or associations, whatever it is, even a gym. I guess you can even use a gym as an example. But if you don't show up and you only show up like maybe once or twice a year,
you won't see the results.
Yeah, and then your renewal time comes and you're like, no, I really didn't get nothing out of it, and you try to put the blame on the organization or in the association, chamber, whatever. It really, you can't blame them. You have to just blame yourself.
Like the gym, like you said.
Yeah.
You can't blame the gym.
No, you can't.
You gotta go. You gotta show up. You want to see results. You want to lose weight. It's there.
Yeah, it's there for you. But if you're not utilizing your memberships to its fullest, to the full of of whatever your membership gives you, then it's on you. I mean, this event, this comedy show, I know a lot of people say comedy and they think, vulgar, they think this or whatever, but you know what? It's funny. It's fun. It makes people laugh. And that's the best part about it. And having businesses there just to network, just to get out, bring their staff, because we had about 3 or 4 businesses who came and had a large table with all of their staff there. That's pretty awesome. You know, Athens, Munoz and Munoz, you know, the No Chance Foundation.
Just Pools. They brought
Just
everybody.
Pools. They had, you know, large tables with their staff members there, and they had a great time. You know, and not just that, we're supporting a local business here in West Covina as well. And yes, there is alcohol involved, and but it was all like it was all under control. Everything was just fun.
But this is the thing I say about. I know people say, "Well, I might not like the type of comedy." And that's okay.
Exactly.
Because the event started at 6:30. The comedy did not start at 6:30.
Till 7.
We started at about 7, actually 7:15-ish.
Yeah.
And because we want to give the time for the businesses to network. And but from 6:30 till we get started with the comedy, everybody is networking. I mean, I was introducing here. I was taking everyone to each table, and they were interacting and stuff. And that's why we create these events.
Yeah, I was really super happy because our good friend Danielle from Prospectors.
Prospectors Federal Credit right here,
Yeah,
Division of Certified
yeah.
Federal, right there.
Yes, she came with the other young lady that we met,
Yes.
and she was talking to everybody. I mean, to everybody, introducing herself, just very pleasant. I even called some people up to the mic, to the front, and had them introduce themselves and talk about their business. And it was really cool. You know, it's not for everybody. Sometimes I put people on the
On the spot.
on the spot, but that's what it's all about. You know, we need to stop being afraid to network and to really get our businesses out there, because that even goes for us. You know, just because we run an organization that hosts networking events, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be at other events where we're just guests and we're meeting other people.
Right.
Because that's our job. Right. And
Yep.
I think last year we did so much of that.
Yes, last year we went to a lot of events. This year, I mean, it's still the beginning of the year,
Of course.
and we're planning to go to a lot more events and to network and show face. It's just getting that time because, you know, like in anything, we're also building too. We're building ourselves to be able to accommodate the small businesses, you know, because our whole thing is empowering businesses. So if you're a small business, you're a local business, maybe you're in the area, not even West Covina, but you're just in the San Gabriel Valley, you know, get involved with the chamber, get involved with the business association, find out what they're doing, the networking events. Yes, if you go, let's say, one of the things that we hear the most about? I don't want to go to networking events. I see the same people. Okay, then stick with that chamber or business association. But that's why I've heard you many times. Join other ones. Join other associations or chambers and network. Don't just stay right there. You know, you start to bridge out, brand out, you know, and go in the other cities, the surrounding cities, and start getting your business known. You know,
And what makes it a lot easier too, if you're afraid to go by yourself to different events or whatever, take another business, bring another business, get to know someone, and invite them to come with you to be your guest, and that way, you don't feel, it doesn't feel as awkward, because sometimes networking can be a little awkward for some people, and so they feel like, oh, I have to go there by myself. But so that's why, I would say, take another business with you, or someone else who has a business that would want to accompany you. It's always, it's always a good way to kind of get to know other people. So that way you're not there alone. But I've had so many different experiences with networking where I've had people that are really alone, and it almost feels like back in high school when because we kind of had to network too, right?
We have to.
We were in high school, and I remember I was really shy, and sometimes I meet very awkward individuals or whatever, but I'm that person that is going to be nice to everybody, and say hello, and they want to tell you their whole life story or whatever, and you're just like, okay. but it's all good. I mean, we welcome everybody. So these events that we are hosting, it's just for you to get out and experience something different than your normal networking event.
Yeah.
It's just a different in a different way.
And lately we've been reading a lot, and we're getting a new book coming in, and once we get the new book, we'll share about that too. Something that I think a lot of businesses need to read, and I'll say it real quick. It's called Pitch Anything, and we're going to be reading it, and we're going to let you guys know about it, because the reason why, because in business, and even if you're not in business, even if you're just let's say you're a normal person right now listening to this podcast, you don't have a business, but you go to work, you have you're not that you're not an entrepreneur, because I don't want to put people down, but you're just, you work somewhere, you work somewhere, you can still apply a lot of the things that we share about where you work at right now at your workplace, because it's the way you speak to people. It's about getting your name out there, but you want to secure your position. You want to make sure you have a job, especially in these times right now where a lot of cutbacks and people are getting laid off and stuff. But you want to make sure that you're able to speak to people, and having a business. And I know some people say, I don't have the time to go out. I don't have the time to go out and network. I'm like right here. I'm glued to this chair because I got to make it happen. Well, if you want to expand and start growing, and if you're glued to that chair, like you said, get somebody to go with you, but get a PR person then, or get somebody that could start going out there and representing your business as well. I mean, it's in these times, it's time to get out there. I for some reason, it feels like COVID just really made everybody lazy to where they're not out anymore. I feel it a little bit like it wants to happen, but it's like they're still like, I just watch it on my phone, or I'll just, do it from here, or I'll just send an email, and it's just so not inviting anymore. Well,
to some people, it became their normal now, where they're always on Zoom and they got used to working from home, and so you acquired a new habit, and it's so damaging, because you need people around you. You need the fresh air. You need the have conversations with real people. We can't lose that. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, because I get lazy myself sometimes too. Like, I don't want to go to certain things or whatever, but we have to get out there. If we want to grow our business, people are not always going to come to you.
No.
You got to get out there, and also, you know what? Even if you didn't want to go to a networking event, volunteer in your own community. That's a great way to break the ice, to volunteer at the senior center. There's so many different things that you can do in your communities to get involved. Find out what's going on with your local politics. That's always very interesting. That's always a great topic. Seriously? But make sure you know what you're talking about.
You got me into it. You've never seen our on YouTube the
city council
the
meeting.
City council. Oh no! And when you put it on one time on the TV, and I was watching
so entertaining, right?
Yes, I was like, dude, we need popcorn. Like, this is great. And I was amazed. Like, wow, people get to go up there and say that. Like, it was just mind-boggling for me. I was like, a whole new world for me.
Oh my God! And that's just within our local city. You should see other cities. Other cities is even worse.
I know,
it's very interesting, the things that you learn, and the kind of things that people say. You always think that people do hide behind, they're on social media. They could just be very opinionated and give their comments or whatever, and you're just like, wow, sometimes you don't even know who it is, right? But it could be someone that really well. They just have a different weird name or whatever. But at the city council meetings, they're actually there in person, saying all the, sometimes very stupid stuff that you're just like, where did you get that from? Like that one dude, right? The one that had the flag, and then he had a sign in the back.
Oh, yeah.
and all this weird stuff. And then he was wearing a mask not that long ago. And you're just weirdos. And the disrespect that goes on towards the council. I mean, you don't have to like them, but you don't have to offend them and like say all the ugliness that you say.
And it's, but the whole purpose of having a business and being in business is, like you just said right now, is getting involved, going to community events, going to the city council meetings and stuff, doing all those things. It's very important, and that's, you got into business, and we can't get comfortable.
No,
if you got to make the risk. I always hear this, and it amazes me when I hear this about people. How can I put it? I've given people chances, JR, and they ripped me off. Okay, and are you still in business? Yes, but I don't just trust people no more. Okay, you're in business. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But the great thing about that happening to you is you get to learn from it, not to make that mistake again. Because as this individual told me that people were ripping them off and stuff, this person really never gave them any type of agreement. Never got a down payment. Never did. Like, there was certain things where I was like, well, do you do this? No. Well, why didn't you do that? You would have protected yourself with this. Okay, now I'm going to do that. You're going to grow. But don't get.
But see, all those things are part of having a well organized business. If you are all over the place and you're doing business with people just on words or handshake or whatever, then yes, things are going to happen. But if you're doing it right with contracts, if you're doing it right with, certain things where you put in cancellation, clause and all this other stuff or whatever, you can avoid all that stuff, all those headaches. But if you're not organized and you're just doing it like whatever, and that's a mistake that a lot of people make when they start a business. They don't think about all the things that they need to do in order, because they think that all their friends and everything, they're going to do right by them because they're friends. But your friends are the ones that's going to screw you the worst.
Yep. They always say family and friends.
Exactly. So you have to, because they're always going to want favors. They're always going to want discounts. Oh my God. They're always going to, if they're going to do a job for you, and you have a business, they're going to charge you more, even if you think they're not. Now, if you have those family friends that, are super cool and just going to do it for you for free, then by all means, great, you're lucky. But me, I can talk about it. My brother, he's in construction, does some pretty awesome and amazing things, right? And he came here to do a job for us, but he wanted to charge, we told him our budget, and he wanted to charge us above our budget, way above our budget. And I'm looking at him like, hello, I am your oldest sister or whatever, because they see money signs right away. And he ended up just building us a desk. But it's so weird. Like, I don't know. People don't understand. Even with our good friend right now that's running a great business. I'm not going to say what or whatever, but she's got to get used to giving people, quotes. Quotes about your events. Give them a quote. If they sign it, then it's valid. If they don't sign it, you gave them a quote. If they don't like it, well, then you know what? Whatever.
Move on. Yes.
Yeah, move on. But don't just say, "Oh, I'm going to give you this price," and then at the end, they tell you yes, and then they tell you no because they found it cheaper somewhere else, and then you got screwed with all that stuff. It's like, oh my gosh. So no, learn to protect your business by making sure that you have, all the materials and all the things that you need to do, whether it's family, your best friend, or whatever. Hey, same rules apply.
No, always. And I like what you said, because we have to have everything documented. Because I was in sales for a long time, and you're right, giving quotes, and not just giving them the quote, but putting that quote, keeping that quote, and putting it away, because then they could use it later against you, where you're like, I said that, I didn't do that, I don't have the quote, hey, what did you quote me last time? Oh, I don't know. Believe me, the customer knows. They wanted to see if you're going to go lower or higher and stuff. So, there's just a lot of things that, yes, we got to prepare ourselves as businesses. So be very organized and get the right tools. There's so many tools out there that we can get to organize our business, to get us ready for the quotes. There's so much things that AI could actually, we talked great last episode about AI that can help you get organized and create certain things for you, sponsor decks and pitches and all those things that you need to get the business and get in front of people. But it's how committed are you going to be? We can't be afraid to ask. A lot of people become afraid to ask because they hear no.
Well, yeah, and I think society plays a huge role on how we feel about certain things. When we're hearing about the economy, you almost feel sorry to charge people for what you're supposed to be charging. No matter what, whether the economy is crashing or not, people are spending money. People are still spending money. Big companies, corporations, they still have a budget that they need to spend every year. On marketing, on social media, on certain things, because you can't stop. You can't stop. They might let go a few individuals. Yeah, they might let go, which is sad, but they still have a marketing budget. They still have, things that there's still like a lot of product and a lot of things that we need to buy. I just heard this man today on the news saying that he did a very impulsive thing. He owns a restaurant and he went somewhere and he overbought eggs, milk, and all kinds of stuff because he's freaking out. And I'm like, wait, milk can only last you so long. I mean, I don't know. I think eggs could last you a while, but because he's scared that there's not going to be any more. Yeah. And I was like, wow, when you shop like that, as you could see, guys, during COVID, we still had toilet paper. We still had paper napkins. We still had, Lysol and everything. Like, things are not going to go away. The production keeps going, but people act so paranoid about so many different things that, it's almost like, relax, let things be. You're still going to go out and buy fast food. You're still going to go and shop. You're still going to, you're still going to spend money no matter what. So we can't let, certain things affect us. Although we do, and I'm at fault of that, but if you own your own business, versus a corporation pretty much sometimes are pretty solid. I don't know. Yeah. Versus, if you're a business owner yourself, you gotta hustle a lot more now than before.
Yeah, you gotta hustle a lot.
Who cares if the economy? I mean, yes, care if the economy's crashing, but what can we do?
Yeah. No, and I get it. I mean, people, we there is those businesses that they are not affected by the economy, and then there is businesses that are affected by the economy. Like trash companies, they're not affected by the economy because no matter what, there's always going to be trash. The medical field is not affected by the economy. Why? Really? There's always people are always going to be sick. What else? Cemeteries really not affected by the economy because everyone's dying to get in. So there's just some businesses that the economy does not matter. You like that, huh? That was funny. But and that's it. But there is businesses that are affected by the economy because of imports, exports, and certain things that you're involved in. But that's where you begin in your business. It's like in business, there's always, I've looked at it, there's trends where something's hot. And we talk about that, where we at a certain time, like Hispanic heritage for us, takes us on a high wave at that moment in what we do. And we have to ride that wave. And it's like that with other businesses. There's a moment in every season that the wave is coming. And if you're not going to ride that wave, you're going to miss the wave. Like my wife's job, they're seasonal. She has a full-time job, but off season, she's prepping for season. And her season's only like 5 months out of the year. But in that 5 months, in that other 7 months, they are preparing for that season because in that season, they're making I'm projecting because it's a big company, but I think they make over $60 million within that 5 months. But that's their season. So as a business, we should know, like for us, we know our downtime is usually right after Thanksgiving to mid-January. But what are we doing to prepare ourselves for our down season? And then during our down season, what are we doing? You and I, we have for the past couple of years, we prep and get all of our events and things that we want to do. We're already contacting people. I mean, I know they're busy. It's hard for us sometimes because we're at a party, we're at a Christmas party, we're at this party, we're this, we're there. We'll start, but we're still.
But we're networking. We're networking. We're prepping. We're meeting new people. We're, getting some different ideas out there and things like that. Like we have our upcoming, legislative breakfast that we host every single year.
Yes.
With our Assemblywoman, Blanca Rubio. I think a couple years ago we did too. We did our Congresswoman Grace Napolitano, who's now, retired. And so these events, bring a different crowd.
Yeah.
A different crowd, you would say. Yeah. But all of the events that we host are for everybody.
Yes.
They're not for specific people or anything like that. It is for everybody. I just want to tell everybody, you know what? If you have a business, you belong anywhere. If you have a business, you belong anywhere you want to be. You belong there. Don't feel that, oh, you know, I only want to go to a comedy or a mixer. Oh, I don't want to go to those events because I don't know. No, you belong there. You belong anywhere you want to be. That's where you belong.
Yes. And that's the thing. By you not going, because have you ever felt this, Monica? I felt this. You felt like, I don't want to go. But I got to go. So you know what? I'm just going to go. And then you go. And you meet all these interesting people, and you're like, dude, I wasn't gonna come, and now that I came, I met so and so, this and that. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. When you have that feeling of like, I don't want to go, it's most likely you're gonna be there, and somebody you needed to meet for your type of business or for just friendship purposes, you know, you're going to meet somebody and they're going to be there.
Exactly. And one thing that I would say about that, you know, and maybe we should touch on this a little bit, just a little tiny bit. It's when you make a decision, to do something, don't think about it, because I'm at fault because I'll have events on my calendar and then I'll go through them and I'll be like, oh, I just don't want to go to that event. I'm just going to, you know, cancel. Sorry. I'm not going to tell you guys which one, but.
She's letting it out now. Be transparent, guys.
Because I think about it too much. And I think what I can't, the things that I would do if I didn't go. Right. And then I end up canceling. And then I end up hearing or seeing photos or a video of it, and oh my god! And then I regret it that I didn't go.
Yes.
So now what I'm trying to really just program myself to say is, I'm gonna be there, and that's it. I'm not gonna change my mind. Nothing. I'm gonna be there, and that's it. I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm not gonna think about it. You know. Nothing. Like tomorrow I have a funeral. Do I want to go there? No, I don't like funerals. I just do not like funerals. But I know that if I don't go, it's going to be kind of disrespectful, because I should be there. So I'm going.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, I'm not going to dwell on it. You know, there's going to be family there that I haven't seen like forever or whatever, but I'm going to be there.
No, that's amazing. You know, and you're right. When you make a decision, you got to stick with your decision.
Yeah, you got to stick to your decision.
And the best way to practice that, we were talking about it the other day, the best way to practice that is like going to a store and you're looking for a certain product, but you see 5 of them. You got to just learn to, in 10 seconds, make the decision, grab it, boom, and walk away. Because that's the problem that we have today. We look at the 5 products, grab it, I'm gonna do this. Okay, oh no, I want this one. But then you start acting like that.
Oh my God!
You start using that in your normal day life.
Yes, but did you notice what happened to us yesterday when we went to Sephora?
What happened?
Okay, I already knew what I wanted and what I was going there for. I already knew what I wanted and what I was.
Yeah, you had a big old basket coming out of things.
I walk in there. Okay, into Sephora, and I told them specifically what I wanted, and I wanted the Sephora brand because I don't mind. It's it's
good stuff.
It's economical and it's
I use it once in a while. Yeah, it was good.
Well, the girl, for one thing, took me to the most expensive product to begin with.
Do they get commission?
Yeah, because they ask you at the register who helped you.
Ooh, so she thought
exactly.
She looked at money.
Exactly, and I spent almost $100.
You know why?
Huh?
Because I was walking next to you. She thought I had money.
No, I don't think so. They just always try to sell you the most expensive stuff first.
Right.
You know, and then you're looking and there's so many for one thing that you're going for, you're right, they have so many others. She goes, well, have you tried this one? Because this one and that one is like $30 more or whatever. And it's like, it's so frustrating to me. That's why sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of us would rather just shop online because you already know what you want. You know they're going to give you a discount online. Yeah, you have to wait for it, but
But they're not going to try to sell you something else.
Exactly.
But that's what it is. Like back in the day when my kids were a little younger, it even happens till now because my daughters live with us, is getting everyone to sometimes eat the same food. My wife used to make about 3 different plates of dinners to satisfy all of us. And I used to tell her, why are you doing that? Well, she doesn't like this and she doesn't like that, so I'm just making this a little bit for her and this and this. What happens with that, as we're reading this book, it makes it harder to make decisions later on, because you got to just make a decision, and after you make the decision, that commitment, be okay with that. And if it does fail, okay, well, you learn from it. But you got to learn to make a decision, move forward, and move past it. And that's the problem, is that it happens in our personal lives. We begin to become undecisive and not knowing, and it takes us longer to make a choice, when a choice should take about 10 seconds to make.
You know, in regards to what you just said, that she makes food for
She used to.
For 3 different people. My kids try to play that card on me. Oh, but I don't like that. Oh, can you make me this? Oh, can you make me that? You know what? I made the decision as the CEO of my home and of my kitchen that I'm going to make this, and this. Whatever you don't like, don't eat it, pick it out, but you are going to eat what everybody else is going to eat. Pick out whatever you don't want. But I'm not a restaurant. We don't have a menu here. This is what we're going to eat, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
and guess
you have
what?
to make that.
They would eat it.
Yep.
Unless you are allergic and you have an allergy and your tongue is going to swell up or something, or your eyes are going to bulge out, or you're going to break out in hives, then
You're excused from eating that.
Exactly. But other than that, you're going to eat it, because kids will play tricks on you. Kids would, because you know what? I'm in the kitchen and I'm making, rice, beans, whatever, salad, da-da-da-da-da. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And if I have to make you happy and make the kids happy, who's making me happy? No. So I taught my kids since they were little that that's what they were going to eat.
Yeah. Well, that's how we were, us growing up as
And if
as
they did,
kids.
and if they didn't like it, well, then guess what? Excuse yourself, and you're just going to starve in your room.
What's that dish called? My mom used to make it when I was younger. Cindy tried to make it as I was older, and I told her I will never eat that, because they made me eat it when I was a kid. It was a dish where it's potatoes with cream. It's like a potatoes. It's a potatoes with some cream. I don't know.
Oh, scallop potatoes?
Yes.
They're so
I
good.
do not eat those. My mom would make them as I was a kid. And I'd be like, why'd you eat? You better eat all of it until you will not be able to leave the table. And I promise you, I would be eating it, right? I would be eating it. And one time while we were married, I forgot when, my wife, oh, dinner's ready. Okay, cool. And she brought it and put the plate there, and I went, I will not eat that. And I even went like this. I am a man. I am an adult, and I refuse to eat that. She's like, why? I go, my mom used to make me eat that, and I'm not eating that.
And that's why I don't like beans, because my parents used to force me to eat beans, and I hate beans. But
that's the thing. Like, we have to learn now to, not just for ourselves, but for our kids and everybody around us, when you make a decision, it should only take you 10 seconds. Don't get me wrong. A decision, like if you get a loan and all that stuff, yeah, that's different. You gotta, there's certain things and stuff. But I'm talking about purchasing stuff. I'm talking about making a decision to work with somebody in a way, within 10 seconds, you are my friend. You're not my friend. I'm going to go into that business. I'm not going to go into that business or that store. I'm going to buy
your
this.
kids, you're going shopping, and all of a sudden you already know you're going to get them Vans, but then they see a different pair that's more expensive. You know what? If you have a budget, stick to your budget. Don't let your kids talk you into getting them things that are more expensive, because you have to set rules. My kids went to private school, and about the only thing that they could ever really show off was their shoes.
Oh yeah, because they're a uniform.
For me, the only shoes that I could wear were Oxfords or penny loafers. They were gross. Gross.
You said you buried them.
Huh? I did. I buried my Oxfords in the backyard. I really did. I wonder if they're still there. There's probably a house on top of them.
Someone's going to be like, is going to dig it up one day. Someone's going to say, wow, someone really loved these.
Because they were not biodegradable. I can guarantee you.
I think, I'm going to buy you some
you
shoes.
saw a picture of me wearing Levi's and a tank top and Oxfords. Who wears those? My parents couldn't buy me tennis shoes. What's up? I know, it was horrible.
No, those are the good old days when you could buy. It was like school was coming, and all I could buy my daughters were uniforms, and it was like yes. So it was
You
like
mean shoes?
no. I'm saying like I didn't because back in the day, like go clothes shopping for back to school, I would have a new shirt, new this, new that. But when my daughters, they had uniforms, so it was like, no, we're just going to that place. We're getting you 4 skirts, 4 pants, and this, and it was like, oh, there's your set. And it was like, yes, it was perfect. We didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
So
for my daughter Sam, she went to Bishop Vermont High School, and and people would have trends. Like first it was Vans, black Vans, and then all of a sudden all these other things started coming,
Chucks.
all this stuff started, and she wanted to change it and this and that or whatever. And you know what? I was like, no. You don't need to be like everybody else. You're fine. It's just school. You're gonna wear those because that's all I can afford. I'm already paying this much, and I'm not. And now she appreciates it, and she says, "Mom, you could have been driving a really nice car if you want to pay for us to go to school, huh?" And I said, "Yes." Instead, I drove a 2009 Toyota Corolla. It was still nice, but
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I think I drove a 2004 Toyota Corolla.
Well, mine was 2009.
Whoa. She wants us to be better than me.
Of course.
Of course. Dang, she doesn't even deny it, everybody.
Just kidding.
No, she's not. No, she's
kidding.
not.
Just kidding.
No, but I
Matt.
love these discussions because it is true. A lot of the stuff that we go through personally does affect us in our workplace. Whether and how to make decisions, because it could be the simplest thing of our bosses or somebody asking us to put something together so we could present something, but it's just taking us a long time because we're so about indecisive on whether or not we should do this, put this in there, take it out, just always questioning ourselves because we need to learn just to make the decision, move on with the decision, and the consequences are the consequences.
You know what kind of decisions I hate making?
What?
About food. I think you know that already.
Yes. I'm hungry. I say, okay, there's a lot of things here. And you're like, well, what do you want? I'm not going to say what I want. I like everything in the mall. So whatever you like, we're good. And she's like, well, just pick. I'll go, okay, Chipotle. No, I don't want that. I'm like, wow. That's why I said I don't pick.
I'm the worst. You can ask David. I am the worst at making decisions with food. I go by craving. I choose by craving, whatever I'm craving.
No, it's funny. We go eat with you and David. My wife and all of us to go eat with you and your husband, and it's funny because I watch you tell David, "Oh, pick what we're gonna eat," and David's like, "Yeah, we'll get this." No. And he's like, oh, okay, so we'll get a little bit of this. No, I don't want that either. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, poor David.
Yes, like we went out for your birthday, and then we're trying to decide. Well, we already had made a decision where we're going, right? Cheesecake Factory in Rancho, and the wait was 80 minutes.
Yeah, so we're like, ridiculous. Forget that, we're hungry.
So then we're like, I said, well, why don't you guys go to that one restaurant over there and find out, see if it's open and this and that. And then I cut myself saying, you know what? It's not my damn birthday. It's Jared's birthday. It's whatever he wants to eat. If he wants to eat tacos, then we'll go eat tacos. But you ended up picking it anyways.
Yeah.
And
it was P.F. Chang's,
yeah.
which we would love P.F. Chang's.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it was like, oh my God, what am I doing trying to make decisions for everybody? It was like...
Yeah, we're used to that, Monica. We're very used to that. It's okay. Everybody, my family, they're like, what does Monica want? And I say,
no.
Is that where we're eating today? Yes. Okay, we're going there.
Yeah, I check what Cindy's making. If I don't like it, I'll bring my own food.
Wow.
I've done that too.
I know you've done that. Jeez, Jesus of Nazareth. Or she's like, I only eat a little bit, guys. I'm just losing weight right now. I only eat a little bit.
That's not a true statement.
But
But
when we go over to her house, she's like, pours me a big old plate. You better eat all that. You better finish that.
yes, and there's to go, and they give it back to me. Because they're so full. Because when they come to my house, they're gonna eat a lot, And if they don't eat, even after you eat a lot, we give you to go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my wife, literally yesterday, told me, she goes, I'm gonna ask Monica how she makes her Fideo. Yeah, she goes, because she liked the way you make it and stuff. So she's gonna ask you because she made it yesterday. And it was a little more like. You make it. Yours comes out a little more liquidy, like. So she wants to find out how you soupy, like she liked the soupy. Hers was not. It was more clumpy.
Oh, okay.
So it was like you could. But it was good. Don't get me wrong.
Wait, is that what she asked me for the broth for?
No, this is yesterday.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
No, that should be something different. Some really good chicken and stuff. But no, man. So I just like I said, I love us how we have these discussions. I feel like your personal life and making decisions helps you in businesses, helps you as an entrepreneur, helps you even think about because even if you're an entrepreneur and you're somebody right now watching this episode and you're saying, I find myself wanting to be a business person or an entrepreneur. I want to do something, creative, because even like my daughter, she has a 9 to 5, but yet she feels like she wants to do something a little bit more. You got to remember that making that step and that commitment, it's a big thing, because once you get going on it, you got to keep going.
Yeah, otherwise, you're just gonna, might as well throw the money outside your window.
Or I'll drive by and take it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. No, because owning a business is not it's not all fun and games. It's hard. It's a huge commitment, and you gotta grind. You gotta go out there. You gotta make those connections. You gotta get involved, because you never know what other people are gonna teach you or what they're gonna show you. Maybe a side that you haven't seen, something that you're gonna discover new things, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Oh my God, I didn't know that. And that's how you start, making your business better and just picking up things, but always learn from people that are already doing what you're doing and you're liking what you're seeing. Don't do it from people that are doing the same thing, but they're running it like whatever,
Yeah.
It's like,
even taking advice from people that don't even have a business.
Exactly. Like I've seen taco stands, for example. I'll give you guys a last example, taco stands. And I've seen some that are just like, oh my God, they put no effort. And then there's some that you're just like, whoa, holy smokes. They just put so much effort in the way that is designed, and the way that it's made. And so what draws people? To me, it was, I went to the better one, of course. That was my initial thing.
The presentation was better.
The presentation was better. And let me tell you, the food was great. I never got to go to the one that looked like they just kind of, whipped out a thing and did whatever, because I just felt it was dirty. Mm-hmm. I felt it was dirty. I didn't want to get sick, so I went to the better one. So always be, try to stand out and be better than your competitors. Mm-hmm. Your presentation, make sure that that it stands out. You will draw more people to your business.
Your business, yeah. So well, thank you for coming on here today, Monica.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Another perk about being a member of the GWC that I haven't told people about.
What? What's the other perk that I don't even know about?
We give free advice.
Oh, every day.
Yeah, this guy is just gives out so much free advice. It's amazing. It's a great thing, and so that's a huge perk.
No, it is huge.
I'm not saying that as a joke.
No, I believe you. I was gonna go because I've learned about giving out free stuff from a good friend of mine. He owned a CrossFit Insurgent. Now it's Frank. Kudos to you, Frank. He's out in Walnut. But Brian Franzen, a good friend of ours, I met him through the GWC years ago. That's how I met CrossFit, is through the GWC. He was at one of the GWC networking events. And that's the beauty of it. Is I met Brian. He owned CrossFit Insurgent right here. It was in West Covina at a GWC mixer. We met. I was in the process of doing a movie, and we were writing it at Starbucks. He walked in, remembered he seen me at the GWC. We talked, and I said, "Hey, I'm doing a movie. Could you train me to work out? Because I want to lose some weight to be in the movie." Sure. I went to CrossFit. From then, I became an employee there. He hired me to do his social media. I started helping him. And at one point, he asked me to be his business partner.
So why didn't you renew your membership with us?
But like I said, with Brian.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And just like your story.
Well, I was helping you. I did videos for you.
Just like your story, we still paid you.
But let me say this. With Brian, no, my whole purpose is this. Is because I went to the networking events. I met Brian. Great. But one of the things he shared with me was this. He said, JR, you do social media. Do one for free for somebody, because sometimes people won't just take your word for it. Do a video for them. Show them your work. Show them what you can do. And then when they say, hey, dude, I want another one. Oh, well, yeah, here, this is my price. This is what I charge, blah, blah. You got to learn to hook them. And then so in business and anything you do, sometimes you might have to give something out for free. Maybe sometimes you might have to do something pro bono. You have to do something to show people your work. But it will come back to you. And like you said, the GWC, we're always here giving free advice. We're always here helping people. We're always here helping.
Yes, but we can't hold you by the hand and
no, we're not going to do it for you.
No, we're not gonna do it for you because we're not a free agency either. But we would give you the best advice according to our knowledge. Whether you take it or not, that's on you. And another thing too, the fact that we could sit here and have conversations and also invite guests to our podcast to share their stories and their knowledge, that's another perk of being part of the association that people don't understand. I get it. It's not for everybody. It takes a while before, you can get really comfortable talking about your life and about how you got started with your business. But it's a great example for others who are thinking of maybe starting a business like yours. Mm-hmm. You never know who you are going to impact with your story. You guys think, a lot of people think that they know a lot about me now, but honestly, you guys are, I'm barely at the surface of my life and my life story when it comes to the greater West Covina. And same with you, there's so much to JR that's still, left to unpack, but I feel like little by little we'll do that. I'll have him interview me from the beginning to the now.
Dang, that's gonna be a long episode. A very long episode.
So make sure you guys get popcorn, soda, and make sure you guys get extra large.
Smoothies, everything.
Yeah, and a box of Kleenex because it is quite a story.
Yes. Woo! But I'm excited that everything is happening, and the whole thing about today is just about networking. And we do have like you said, an event coming up March 21st. March 21st, we have our legislative breakfast with Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio. Mm-hmm. Really excited. If you want to know a little bit more about her as well, just a little bit, because she's going to come back on the show, you could go to her previous episode that we had with her. YouTube. She had a great time. She wants to come back.
Yeah, we're doing number 2.
Yeah, we're doing number 2. She's like, I'm coming back. And I'm like, yes, you can. But, March 21st, at Lazy Dog, get involved. We want to see you there with us. Get involved. Hear what's going on. Mingle with other people that are like-minded.
Yeah, support a local business because this event is going to be at Lazy Dog. They have a great brunch, great
breakfast.
Brunch for us.
No, it's breakfast.
Breakfast brunch.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it.
And it's amazing. They do a great job, and we really love our friends from Lazy Dog. Kudos to you guys. If you guys haven't never eaten there, whoever hasn't eaten a Lazy Dog. I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but that's like to go place for lunch or birthdays, right?
Yes. And if you guys want to sponsor, if somebody wants to sponsor this event, there's opportunity for you to sponsor. We, do a great marketing behind all of our sponsors for every event. So if you want more information about that, contact Monica, and of course, we will get that going as well.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Anything else, Monica, before we go?
No, and we're still open to sponsorships for our show. We can always use your support. Let us know if you guys are interested. We're here.
Yes, because Monica, she doesn't want to wear those shoes ever again. So she buried them. So she wants to get
what shoes? My Oxford? What does that have to do with anything?
Because you said sponsors. I'm like, yes, because she doesn't want to wear Oxfords, guys.
Oh, believe me, I'll never wear those shoes again.
Somebody please bring a pair. What size are you?
6.5.
Please, somebody bring a 6.5 pair of Oxford shoes for
God,
Monica.
No.
And she will wear them all day. All day.
Ow. No.
Yes.
No, that would be like the greatest punishment for me.
Oh, then I'm getting them. All right, it's on for sure. Me and Dave are going to go get them for you.
Gross.
But all righty, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, like, share, subscribe every Monday morning, 7 a.m. And make sure you guys get involved. Get involved in what we're doing. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Bye.